his points. Yeah, Dallas Mavericks over 118.
Are these insider like guaranteed to win? Here we go.
Yeah, some like handicap shit.
Yeah, you doing well?
Yeah.
You winning?
Up 400.
Oh, hell yeah.
$400.
$400.
That's sick.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Do you do sport betting?
Oh yeah. Only when I'm in Louisiana.
Okay.
So I can do it on my phone.
So is there a rule about that? I don't know. Like, tell me.
And
you can't do it on your phone in Mississippi.
you can't. Yeah, you have to go to the casino. I use DraftKings. I just did it one day. I don't really.
Well, you get a
have these-
VPN for that.
Really?
Yeah, you get a VPN. You could be in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get anywhere you want.
Yeah, just get you
London,
for $9 a month. You can
Paris.
be in Texas, Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah.
You never heard about that?
Just never do like an Instagram story when you're doing it.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Can't be at like Brewski's, be like sports betting. You know what I mean? You can't be
Dude, I
like,
haven't been to Bruce. Gee.
We live now or what?
Yeah.
yeah.
Wave to
nuts.
everyone. Hey.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Let's shout out our sponsors.
All right.
You want to?
First off, let's go with Golden Gulf Insurance Services.
Yeah.
You got a house, commercial, auto, jet skis, motorcycles, airplanes, boat. We got you covered.
Got it.
228-207-0298.
Let's see. Hops and Growlers.
Yes. Hops and Growers.
Scott
20
Dixon.
20 local beers, all crafted in this shop in Ocean Springs.
Dang, I
Check
need to
out
go
Scott.
there.
Yeah, no, he does like bourbon. He'll do like a Four Roses
Really?
stout. He does all kinds of like in-house. And if he doesn't like it, he pours it out because he's like Scott's like a really big into beer.
I'm going to have to go check them out.
All right. We got mattress by appointment.
Yeah.
Goche.
If you need a mattress, we'll put you to sleep.
228
Gaucher. We're in Gaucher.
7230.
We got mattresses. We got cool gels. We'll take care of you. Gaucher, Mississippi, right by the college, right by McDonald's, and next to Pizza Hut.
Loxicon, Biloxi, Mississippi, Howard Avenue, home automation, lighting. These guys got it all. They'll come in and install.
Do you remember the
outdoor
movie
kitchen
Smart
TVs.
House in Disney? That's what he does to people's houses and buildings. If you want a smart house, he'll take care of you.
And then we finally got Gulf South Productions.
Yeah.
Um,
Daniel Lozada and the team. I mean, we got a rock star with us tonight.
yeah.
If you want music done right, Tyler, you got to admit Gulf South Productions is that place.
They are
And thanks for the mics, Gulf
Yeah,
South Productions.
we appreciate it.
goats.
But they do
Shout
take
out.
care of their music, and that's important as being an artist to
Oh,
have a
for
good
sure.
setup, and that's what they do.
That's damn sure. That's for sure.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Kathy and Susie's Kids. I'm Matthew Brooks.
Jordan Duron.
We're here with a couple Southern Miss legends, right? Tyler Flathau.
Some would say.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
How are you?
Doing real good. Justin.
Those are got
Back
a lot
for
of
another-
Hasberg going in here, huh?
Back for the
Proud of
third
us.
time?
Yeah. What's going on, brother, man?
Is it your third time?
I love it here. Yeah.
Third time's a charm is what
Yeah.
they say, dude.
Dude, we just dropped that OJ clip that when he
I
called
saw
you.
that. I saw that.
Yeah,
remember when he
did that
showed
bring
me
back
that.
memories for you?
We got a
I
little.
pop it back up. I still have it.
I mean, we can drop that, but that was funny. And I was like, I went through the archives and like, I got to find that clip again. Hey, if OJ, leave me a voicemail.
So we've come a long way since then. Your first time in the studio. Like,
Yeah.
what you think of the new place? So yeah, the
I
new,
like,
the
the,
new
I like the
dish.
new setup. It's more comfortable.
Yeah. The couch over there kind of makes it
Real
on, brings really
Won't
ties
take
the
a
room
nap on
together.
I mean, you can't see on set, but our old chairs are what are holding our boom mics.
Yeah. I got a nice new armrest right here.
Yeah.
so.
Oh, yeah.
They're
perfect.
good. They're good, but after like 45 minutes,
Oh yeah.
you have sand in your ass.
It's
You
like,
know that feeling when your ass all
Yeah,
asleep, you're like,
yeah,
and you
you're
sit there and you're like, we got to finish the show. We got to.
You're like
Yeah.
wiggling.
Yeah,
like,
Jordan
doing
and I, we
this
did
back and
one for
forth.
like
cheek to cheek.
hours. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I was-
yeah, we did one.
But
that
you're
was
an
3
athlete.
hours. Yeah, the 3 hour long one. I was like ready for back surgery after that one.
I think the good setup and really it seems like it's a lot better setup, but honestly, it's it's just like some throwing together stuff we've been having here.
It's all about comfort. We
Yeah.
want, we want our guests to be able to come in here, feel relaxed, feel at home. That's how we kind of get you guys here a little early, put some good music on, and then build, some organic conversation. So,
so let's dive into this. Where were you born?
Hattiesburg, Dirty Burg, man.
Okay,
From there, been there.
to a little lower. I don't know what he's saying. He's
lower.
okay. Good now.
So Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
601, baby.
Went to which high school?
Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart.
Mm-hmm.
How many Catholic schools are there? Just one, or is
There's
that a Catholic school?
One Catholic school, and there's 2 other Christian schools, I think.
Okay.
In the area.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a big town, right?
Yeah,
Hattiesburg.
I mean, it's
what's the population up there? Do you know? I'm just quizzing you with too many Hattiesburg questions.
every time I guess.
Who's the
I always
mayor?
So, Garrett, can we find out?
Toby
the population?
Barker's the mayor. I know who the mayor is.
I think. I'll take a guess. I'll say 22,000.
That's
gonna
a
say
lot.
around
That's
30.
more than that.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I'm just saying 22,000. I'm saying 22,000.
Biloxi's.
It's always below
22,000.
what I think every time.
I want to
Okay.
say it's 40 something.
Yeah, I would think the students. I mean, how many
48.
Okay, wow, I was way off. Josh, thanks for helping.
playing Price is Right?
Every
rules
time I
over
wanted
here.
to say 50.
Iceman.
You almost want to say 50?
I would stick with 50.
Felton.
You could round up to 50 and get away with
Yeah, let's do
it.
it.
Sure.
Like we
So
could put the whole city in our stadium.
yeah, what's the best part about that? I mean, I would say the stadium, but I'm not from there. I don't live there.
Best part about what?
About Hattiesburg.
But Hattiesburg.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love how the school's right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it.
Downtown's getting revitalized right now.
T-Bones. I was going to say
T-Bones
T-Bones.
T-Bones is cool. Glory Bound's a cool spot. Yeah, I know y'all have one here in OS, but the original.
Which one do you like better?
I've only performed at the one in Hattiesburg, so I gotta say that one.
Okay.
So we need to get you some bookings down here. On the
Yes,
coast, 'cause
would
we
love
just
that.
haven't-
Yeah.
You know, I was in Hattiesburg at Keg and Barrel,
Oh yeah.
original,
We got one
which is
down here
completely
now.
different from that one.
Yeah.
It's so different.
Way different. But I remember having a Motorola Razor. I don't know if y'all know what that was.
Oh, yeah, I had
Okay,
one
You had
too.
one too? You had one too? Okay. Well, I had a Motorola Razor and I set it. I was taking a pee on my friend's truck. And I set it on
Outside?
the
What a vandal.
and I set it on the front tire. Well, it's Keg and Barrel. It's like an old house. Like
Right.
it wasn't like expanded what it was now. It was just like an old, like it was small. So I set my Motorola Razor on the tire. Well, he ends up just backing up and smashing my phone. And guess what, guys? It worked. Had it for
Really?
another year. It was curved.
What?
They don't make them like that.
No,
anymore.
they don't. It was a bullet.
They make them two break now, you know.
They got the glass on the front and on the back.
I know.
It's
It's
genius.
just asking.
They're these slipperiest.
Seriously.
They're the slipperiest things that are known to man.
They know what they're doing.
It's like,
They do have glass on front and back.
yeah, there you go.
I've always shattered my back of my iPhone.
Oh yeah.
I just got started using
It's
cases.
a
again.
case.
I never used them for.
I know you're
whatever
saying that, but
reason.
your case is in the.
No, I found it back there when I was looking for a mic, and I slipped it on there.
You knew you were gonna bring it
Yeah,
up.
I got the life proof. I would never.
Yeah.
I'll never.
It's an
take
OtterBox.
So it's a-
OtterBox is good.
life. I don't have that. What is that?
life
It's
proof.
like the
Yeah. Tell me more.
where's my
I don't
phone?
know, dude. I've just had.
Mine's OtterBox.
You have
Otterbox.
life proof since
Mine-
I've had it for like. 5
Mine's an
years.
Amazon wallet because I always lose my wallet.
I had one of those. I liked it.
So now, if you lose your wallet, you lose your phone. and
That's
now you have
fine.
nothing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
But I'd never
Like
like.
it's all or nothing with that.
But I've lost my wallet so many times that I have a wallet that Emily and Oliver gave me. I think it's when he was first born. It's it's got my initials on it, and she took it back. She's like, "No, you can't have your wallet," because I kept losing that wallet. I'm just not good with wallets. Like
Yeah.
I'm not car keys. Well, I'm better with car keys, but I used to lose car keys all the time.
So
I'm
my
not
truck
good
has the
with my
dial
keys.
pad, and that's probably my favorite feature. on
You just
my
leave
truck
the keys in it and just
every time.
use the dial pad.
If you want my truck,
Mm.
keys are in it.
Yeah, keys are in it.
At all times?
Got a good
Good to know.
insurance. Need a good insurance guy.
Okay. Well, what's your code?
Come on,
Give it
tell
to
everyone.
Yeah.
Be a game.
All right. So, favorite thing about Hattiesburg? You're saying the campus inside of school. I think that's pretty cool.
There's
the new
There's like a
downtown.
bunch of neighborhoods that have like pools in them, and if you were lucky enough to have lakes, not pools, like Cambridge, Lake Serene, there's a bunch of those. So we weren't
Yeah.
close enough to the beach. So like if one of our buddies had a boat, we just
go cruising.
the whole summer just out there.
That's dope.
So that was cool. But
So did y'all both go? I mean, to play football. I mean, y'all both on the team together. What years were y'all there?
18 up.
yeah,
18 to
I was 17 to 19.
Okay. And Tyler, what did you do for the football team?
I was a punter and a holder.
A punter and a holder.
Yeah, so
How far can you punt?
my farthest wasn't
Barefooted.
wasn't at Southern. Barefoot. Oh shoot.
Further or not further? Barefoot.
Yeah.
Not farther.
Not further.
Does it hurt?
Justin, you were the fastest guy on
Soccer
the team
ball, I
when
can
you were
kick a
there. We
soccer
all
ball
know
farther
that.
barefoot, but football, I gotta.
Were you a soccer player that jumped into punting?
I didn't play football till my junior year of high school.
But you were
So
a
I was
soccer
Did
player.
they
all
recruit
soccer.
you in as a punter and the holder in high school? Or?
Well, that's how it started, and then I went to Sacred Heart. We had like 20 kids on the team, so I ended up doing wide receiver, safety, kicker, punter, all that.
All around athlete.
Yeah,
Superstar, could say.
Well,
right?
our record said otherwise, but we punted a lot.
It was a good experience there, right?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I got to do the whole thing, you know.
Y'all miss
offense, defense.
I miss it every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Even with the workouts, the schedule.
Yeah, that's what I miss the most.
The discipline.
Yes.
I would do all
Dude.
that every day.
It's so easy when you have that above you.
What was the schedule like when y'all were in college? Like, what was y'all's actual schedule? Because I mean, they're like pretty much you playing football. It's like your parents,
right?
So, what was y'all's schedule? Can you break down like the times?
What time of year?
Like, let's say during season.
Season's the easiest.
Season's cake. You don't really. We didn't work out early during the season. We probably
my last
worked
year.
out twice.
My last year we practiced in the mornings. We did everything in the morning, and I like that.
Yeah. See, I didn't get that.
No.
Afternoon, all afternoons, and all for some reason because I was a biology major, so all my classes for some reason that I had to take were in the freaking afternoon, and so I'd have to either bounce early or miss the beginning, which when you're trying to fight for a spot, like that kind of affects it. But
It's hard.
So, are you a biologist now?
No, farthest from it. But
no, you're a musician, man.
Yeah,
so
seriously.
Tell us about your musical, I guess, movement. How old were you when you started to play?
I guess my parents did the whole, try to make you learn like an instrument when you're younger, and I did piano for about a year, and I was ready to move on to something that I wasn't good at it, and so I was like, what little kid doesn't want to learn how to play guitar? And so I told them guitar, and then I couldn't get past like getting calluses on your fingers because it hurt every time I wouldn't practice,
right.
And so I was like, I'm done with it, and then before I went to Southern, I was up at Arkansas State playing, and
JUCO guy also.
yeah, Mississippi Gulf Coast.
All right.
In the blue, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out OJ.
Yeah.
He's JUCO too.
OJ is JUCO
He
guy.
is. Yeah, so I went from Mississippi Gulf Coast to Arkansas State, and it's kind of I didn't know a single soul up that way, and by myself a lot. And I was the new specialist coming in, and these guys can tell you that's like a pretty tight knit group of guys that are all there together. And so when someone new comes in and try
Like a
and
brotherhood.
take their,
It's like you're in our spot right now. You're in our
Right.
spot right
So
now.
for like a little bit of the time, I was kind of,
Outcast.
ousted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I went home one weekend because I didn't have anything else to do. And I grabbed the guitar and I was like, when I come back down here the next time, I'll be able to play y'all a song. And they're like, yeah, whatever, you're full of shit, whatever. So I ended up doing it, and it's actually paid off in the long run,
So, what was that song?
Dude,
Come on.
it was the first
Jonas-
song I
Jonas
ever
Brothers?
learned. No, it might even be worse. Speakers by Sam Hunt.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Was that to impress a girl or?
it was like only like 3 chords. So I was
Okay.
like, let's roll with it.
Yeah.
And at that time, I liked Sam Hunt.
So now, how many songs could you play?
I could play a solo set. I could probably play like 4 or 5 hours.
That's ridiculous.
Just out of the
shit.
catalog.
Yeah.
Now, could I?
No,
My
yeah,
voice,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
not, but like if I could, it'd probably be about that long.
And we're talking how many years of learn and curve and growth there
So I guess about 6 or 7,
of playing like almost every day or
just about. Yeah.
yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So finally bought an electric guitar. I'm trying to.
What was your first like gig?
It was at Boots and Spurs down in Ocean Springs.
Shout out,
Yeah.
It's Neon Moon now.
Yeah.
Pontius.
Yeah. So he actually, I was probably really drunk at the pool one day, and I messaged him, and I was like, hey man, I'd love to play a show. I didn't know anything about it. And he was like, yeah, come play on a Thursday night. So it was like Thursday night, I think 9 to 11. And we had 6 a.m. workouts every Friday morning. So
you're still playing ball.
Yeah. So I would do that on Thursday nights for the whole summer. I'd go down there and play just solo sets and then drive back, wake up at 5 a.m.
Justin, you're going with him?
Yeah, I would.
He paid to a few, not all. Yeah, I would never ask anyone to come to all of them. Man.
That's a haul. That's a commitment.
Kelly's.
That's a commitment.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot sometimes for us when we're going on the road. Like, it's just.
So, how far are you guys traveling now?
I mean, the farthest we've gone is like Starkville, but
That's
it's
awesome.
still it's a hike. Yeah, it's different atmosphere, SEC town. You know.
Oh, for sure.
They get after it afterwards, man.
That's the way to be, though.
Yeah.
Once you get there, the sky's the limit. It's like
Crazy.
I remember being in Oxford, and I worked at Proud Larry's, and they used to have a little stage there, and people would play all the time. And like Moon Taxi came in there, and they're just a small college band, and like didn't really know who they were.
Right.
And then we come back, and we start going to their shows. We go, I'd travel, I guess, sometimes now.
Moon Taxi come to Hattiesburg?
Yeah, they played.
They played. It was
at a game.
Yeah,
no, it was
downtown. I
was
went
the
there.
New Year's Eve thing downtown.
Yeah, I was there. And it was actually very empty, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it was cold outside, and all the students went home. But it was a dope show.
You can't judge the some of the people what they decide to go to in Hattiesburg.
It's different.
It's
different.
Yeah.
It's a different world.
They'd rather hear covers all night than someone who's made all their own.
Were
stuff.
you guys there? We were talking about it the other night. Were you guys there? Anyone ever? It was the old mug shots. Did you ever see that one? The one that
I saw it, but I never went in.
So that was before y'all's time. So I remember that whenever we were there, we would go stop by on our way up to Oxford and party down sometimes, and that was the place to be.
They were saying that actually we played a gig at the Grill and Grocery in downtown Hattiesburg not too long ago, and they were saying that so many bands would come through and just play at mugshots.
That's kind of how
Maroon 5 ended up playing there, and like a couple other well-known bands just were rolling through. They're like, "Hey, we need a gig tonight. Can we play here?" And
so where's the spot to be playing now in Hattiesburg?
Brewski's.
Glory Bound's a good one. Brewski's. Let's see. Keg's starting to pick up on live music. They're doing it a couple days a week now, which is they
have a stage for it.
Yeah. They got a big screen behind it too. So probably those three. I would say Nick's Ice House, but it burnt down. Rest in peace.
When did that happen? Seems to be a common theme.
About a year ago.
You having problems over there, Justin? You good?
It keeps falling down on me.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're new.
Hold on a second,
We're
Matt.
figuring this out.
Let's talk too. What's Ricky going with the SMTTT? Let's discuss where Daddy Hall is taking the program.
To the top, Ricky.
Yeah,
Still waiting on my black and gold crawfish and beer hat. Yeah, I fucking forgot about it. Ricky, he is 100% USM all the way.
Die hard. A lot of our friends are. I mean, that was kind of
That's a lot.
school to go to. Out of
Coach
high
Hall's
school
gonna
here.
take it to
A next level.
Yes,
I mean,
got a great philosophy. He's gonna.
You gotta hope for that.
Get some recruits getting going there.
So, are you guys gonna do any what's your duties now for the team post graduation? Is it just rooting for the team?
Showing up.
Showing up. Do they say to you
Staying.
guys like, "Hey, send us some money every now and again"?
Nah, not really.
Not yet.
Not
Not yet.
But would you do it? That would you become a large booster if you start making
I'd
money?
send them,
for sure.
I'd send them whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, you
So you
want
can
to
see
see
why
why
they do it.
mater succeed,
Right.
I know what those guys are going through, and I know how much it means to them, and
Yeah.
I would do anything.
Well,
for
no.
them.
Well, my thing was with the boosters. Now, do you see why people get so upset about boosters when they went there? They're making the fucking money. Like,
Yeah.
and if they can throw it at their school because they went there and their fun experience was, guarantee you, wasn't starting a business.
Right.
It was being in college with their friends, and then when you start a business, you're on this path. And me and Matt talked to you about that a little bit. Like, once you get in the real world, and you got to put it down, and you got to work, you got to pay bills.
Yeah.
I mean, I know in college you do have to pay bills, but that experience of college.
Yeah, it's almost like a kindergarten of life.
Yeah.
In college is like
Take me
you're
back.
you're halfway there, and then it's like
I don't know. My biggest thing is all these Southern Miss alums who put more into Ole Miss and Mississippi State than they do
that ain't fly.
You see that
on
a lot.
alum.
We'll
I think you see that in most college towns. I mean, it's the same
Oh,
way
so what
in
happens? Our
LSU.
kids go there or something?
I guess. I don't know. And then you'll see kids wearing like Mississippi State shirts on campus, and you're like,
that was my biggest pet peeve when I was
like,
when
take
I was
that.
there.
Did y'all ever fight anybody?
No, because we
Not-
it wouldn't have been good.
World Star.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
on campus.
So you've been telling me about these World Star fights. How did you stumble upon this?
I just, I've used to do the Kimbo Slice backyard fighting, and it was always
You guys know
fascinating.
who that is? Kimbo Slice?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I just randomly started jumping back into I hopped on Twitter, and then all of a sudden I slid into a street fight and went down the World Star rabbit hole, and I haven't left. Like
You're stuck now.
yesterday I
You're
did
there.
fast food street fights. Today I did barber. Like when Justin got here, I was watching
Barbershop fights.
Yeah, sitting here just watching.
What's the dumbest thing that they fought over so far?
Literally, it was over a parking spot.
Okay. Yeah,
And it was not like, it wasn't like a right then and there. It was just like, it's too much. Like you're drawing it out.
I remember.
Right.
I
Like
remember
you're drawing it out.
I remember coming in high school in the cafeteria one time, and like a fight had just happened. There's a bunch of girls, and whenever I asked the lunch lady, I was like, "What just happened?" She's like, "They're fighting over tater tots." I was like, "What?" There's hair on the ground.
What grade was this?
Oh, I was in high school. I don't remember exactly what grade it was, but just thinking of dumb things to fight about.
I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, depending on lunch days at St. Martin, it's
Tater
probably
tots,
worth
I
a
don't-
fight.
Yeah, maybe.
I know how many fights we would have at practice.
Yeah, there was a few whenever we played. People don't realize that. They just think it's all, brotherhood, which it is.
It is.
Some of
What
the
is
times,
your worst school fight, Justin?
Worst school fight?
Like, I mean, or the best.
best or worst? That's pretty
I
extreme
don't know. I
difference.
think we had like a
Completely
brawl come out in high school.
A log,
A brawl.
a brawl. Yeah.
Like 20 people deep.
Yeah, like
Okay.
15 people just going at it in high school.
That's common. That's St.
Screw
Martin did that
I
too.
would like not even try to step. If I was a teacher and that happened,
Yeah.
I might turn the other cheek, kind of like.
Oh, junior college, we had like a whole team brawl. It was like
Oh,
offense
man.
against defense.
JUCO's different.
We had coaches like
We had one.
coaches hitting people.
We had one in high school.
I swear.
Between St. Martin and Ocean Springs. It's like the last 15 seconds of the game, and like we were just taking knees, and one of their guys come over and tried to drop kick one of the.
That was
guys.
Richard, wasn't it?
And yeah, I don't remember who it was.
Is it Richard Farley?
But anyway, the bleachers cleared in the middle of the
Oh,
high school
what?
stadium. Yeah. It was pretty intriguing. It
Oh, pretty dope.
I was there. I was
it
there.
lasted probably like 10-15 minutes.
I think I
Parents are going at it. Like,
think it was Richard because it was Jason Shorkley. I was with Jason Shorkley at the game, and I remember it. He literally did drop kick like a wrestling move, and then everybody started swinging.
yeah.
And then they started meeting after that. Then they had a fight at Front Beach.
I don't remember, man.
I
It
remember
was a
that.
lot of concussions ago. Back we were saying that.
No, it expanded to like Bayou Bet. I remember the fight went to like Front Beach, Bayou Bet. It started moving around because if you seen one or two guys, they would be like, "We're gonna come back."
Oh yeah,
Right.
cell phones were a thing then. Well, full force.
Was not a.
Golly.
It was. They knew where you're at a spot, so they pull
Yeah.
up. I don't know if they do that now because of technology.
I don't
For
think
sure.
kids are fighters nowadays. They just look
I don't
soft.
Agreed. That,
They're all playing Pokemon and stuff. They're like, hey, let's trade you some whatever the Pokemons are called.
You think
they
that?
hide behind the phone and the
Yeah,
the
the
tweets.
Facebook.
Yeah, because I'm saying
Facebook
like you didn't know if they showed up
post.
or not. Because honestly, if we had our cell phones out, like a small text, it was not like nobody ever wrote paragraphs.
Right.
No, you had to press 18 times just to get one letter
Yeah.
out.
It was like here, like 2-word text,
Right.
and I'm still stuck in that. I'm getting out of it a little bit because I'm doing voice text.
Talk to text.
Ah.
It's a game changer, man.
Absolutely
It
hate
really
it.
is.
I hate it when I'm with somebody and they're voice texting.
Oh, Marty Wilson is like number one. Like shout out to Marty, but like he'll sit there and it's the smallest text and be like, no, he'll sit there and redo it if it doesn't sound. It's like 5-minute spin on this one voice text. He's got a very distinct voice, so it kind of sometimes picks up, but it's funny.
All right, so tell us what I want to hear one of y'all's favorite memories from a football game, like a moment during live action.
Hey, what about when we roomed together at the bowl game?
Yeah, let's hear that
Yeah.
one. You're shaking your
Sounds
head
like
no.
a good one.
Justin's laughing.
This has nothing to do with the game.
Okay, well then we'll ask that one later.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm definitely
So
down to
answer
talk
that
about
one.
it.
Let's talk about
That trip
bowl
was
game.
my favorite football
That was
experience.
a good one. That was a fun bowl game.
So what was it? What bowl game?
It was the Armed Forces Bowl in
Fort Worth,
Texas, at the TCU Stadium.
Okay.
New Year's Eve.
It was a New Year's Eve game.
No, the night was New Year's Eve.
That we got there?
No, the night you're talking
we went
about.
Out.
Yeah.
But we got there the day before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what do they do for you guys that's different at a bowl game? I mean, as a player, is it like special merch?
So
gear?
obviously it's your last game. The bowl game they try to treat you to all this stuff. You're
talking about like Uncrustables or what?
That's like
you get bowl gifts.
You get to go to like gift
pods. You get swag.
Yeah, you get gear from the.
You still got swag?
A bunch of gear.
Yeah, I got Armed Forces.
You keep it.
I got Independence Bowl too when we played Florida State that one year. That was a cold.
I got a question that's on my mind right now. Good. When y'all people, I'm not massive in football. The sport, like watching football. At the time my buddy Eddie passed away, we would do Madden. I'd go to Saints games and I would play like the video game, and then I'd get into sports.
Yeah.
When he passed away, I kind of got out of it. But I also was seeing this thing where, fans get so upset if you like lose a game and they're mad at you and stuff. But what does it feel like when you're a player that actually puts in the work, that you're the one that, is in the game? What does it feel like, from winning to when you would lose game, emotions to highs? I mean, it's a lot. Y'all put a lot of work, and that's what I'm very curious for y'all to come and talk about. Like, what does it feel like y'all's lowest point on the game? What does it feel like y'all lost by 3 points?
So I'd probably say we lost by 3 points, it stings. It hurts.
Yeah.
I guess from a specialist perspective, it's a little different but anyways, it hurts. But I think the worst part about like losing a game like that is like you have invested 3/4 of the year into preparing for these few weeks of games, and then you get on like social media and you see all these people dogging you and like posting that we suck and the coach is bad. Like, regardless of who you had as a coach, you feel like you're playing for them. Like that's your coach. You know what I mean? Like, and so a lot of people that don't play don't understand that kind of ticks people that have invested in the program.
Agreed.
A little different than throwing money at it, more like blood, sweat, and tears, and then some money because we weren't on scholarship the whole time we were there. You know what I mean? Like we were doing that too. So I guess
football teaches you a lot, and especially that aspect. It teaches you like how to deal with people and how that somebody can look at you not as a person sometimes.
Yeah, you feel like an object in a game, which you kind of are when you think about it, but.
Yeah,
feel that way.
Unpaid object.
Yeah.
Then
It's a cool thing. That's why I like that sport. I kind of lost for me to follow that sport, because when I see people get aggravated towards an athlete or a person, like I'm like, this is like go do the work.
Yeah.
Like you put in the work. Like because you looked at me and Brandon Davis had this big we were going back and forth about it. Like him in MMA, UFC.
Well,
it's like there's a 1% chance you're gonna get in the UFC. Like win or lose, I'm proud of you. Like I was betting him $50 gift cards, and this is just because I really believe in his abilities.
Yeah,
whether he wins or loses, he's still a winner.
I
mean, we did Thanksgiving here. Like this year, we had Thanksgiving. It was me and our two families hanging out at this house.
Heck yeah!
But people will sit there and be like, "Well, you lost," and I know he's disappointed. Like, he lost. Like the last fight, I felt like he won that fight.
Hey, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I watched it twice.
I was genuinely pissed for him. Like I was like, I felt kind of what he went through, because I was like, not that I've been there in his specific situation of fighting, but I've been, in football, and you can relate in other sports. And I felt bad because I did feel like he won that fight, and I did feel like he got, he got shafted for it.
And I'll say this because Thanksgiving is brought to of he works at UPS, and not with fighting, he trains. But we had to do Thanksgiving on a Friday. We instead of doing we did our Thanksgiving together on a Friday because of his work schedule, and he didn't make it. He was supposed to make it to the house early, but at peak season, so we didn't do Thanksgiving until 6:00 Friday night.
Right,
it was an all day thing. Like when he's coming, and he literally was so tired when he got here. He was only here for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
that's the commitment that he put into the sport. That's why I always kind of look at that like all the work y'all put in. It's it's real. It's real.
Me personally, I don't do fantasy football. I never have. And I feel like the reason I don't is because I know what those players are going through. And I know that like every week is different, and I can't, play a game or an app or whatever to where I'm like banking on somebody just for points or just for
right.
yards
Yeah.
or
I like
that.
rooting for the play. I mean, I'm a huge fan of like watching that, I guess, catch that or that run or that juke or like
Yeah.
that one play.
That big play.
Yeah, that big play. I love that, man. It's awesome. And you're starting to see it more and more in college. Like it was a pro thing, but college has been off the chain here lately.
It
I
has.
agree.
I'm excited to see
because they're making money now.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
are.
like,
Yeah.
they're making dollar
Little
bills.
extra motivation.
the expansion of the playoff system.
That's
which
cool.
is
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
glad they
coming
did
up.
that.
I feel like that's going to be huge. But until then, we're stuck with what we're stuck with.
Yeah.
No complaining.
Yeah.
All right. So how about life after school, guys? Here we are. You're playing gigs. You're salivating. What else you got going on?
That's about it right now. I don't know. Life after football is hard
Yeah.
because that's something.
It takes some acclimation.
Something you've done.
You'll get
your
numb
whole
to it.
life.
You will get numb to it.
You get depressed.
Oh man,
Oh,
look,
dude,
I'll
I'm
tell you,
not
I
gonna
had
lie
a
to
dream
you.
the other day about my last football game, and I was just like, man, and it hadn't happened yet.
I had a
I've
dream
been
last
playing
night
football
that I was
20
playing
years.
football.
And I'm like, man, I'm about to
Tell me
have
the
my
dream.
last game
Tell
ever.
me the dream.
man.
Do you remember the dream?
I remember the dream.
Let's go into the
I had a
dream.
dream
Let's
last
go.
night that I was playing football, and it was like my last game, and I was just trying to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that's
is-
not going anywhere. I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is something that just keep that keep your head up and just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Like I said, like right now, like with my match store, like it's going slow. The economy's changing. People are holding back a little bit. Everything's going up. Prices are going up. Inflation, all of it's going up.
Oh, there's a lot of opportunity. You just got to be looking around.
But you
for it.
got to
Right.
you just got to get up. Like, and I told Matt, we were at the insurance office yesterday, and frustrations are good on his side, a little more on mine. Now, both
stress, man.
Yeah,
Stress is a
but I
real
like it's
thing.
like, hey, we were walking from the car, and I was just like, this is something true. Is like today, make the best out of today.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. Like put your work in a day.
I think the hardest thing about, like after football, and he could probably tell you, is that you cannot recreate that. You can't take, 100-something guys and go sweat, work out, like throw up together, have a season together, play in front of 100,000 people. You can't say, okay, I'm gonna work my ass off and go do this again.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's over. Yeah.
You take it for granted pretty quick because
You
the
do.
whole time you're talking about how bad it sucks to
yeah.
be up
And then
at
it's over.
4 a.m.
So go back to day,
You know what I
take
mean?
the day, and make the best out of
Right.
that day.
And
make-
also-
to go wake up at 5 a.m. and go throw up 20 times.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I've thrown up like 20 times.
Think
one
about the
day.
guys who never would
6
experience
in the
that
morning.
either.
Yeah.
Though. There's a-
Cold.
I
I
mean,
hate
that's
running in the
that's
cold.
that's
limited
why
amount of people
the only
that make
jersey I
it.
have is yours.
You do.
The only jersey I have is his. I have his jersey. I do.
Wears it all the time.
I do.
Really does.
To
I
sleep
love
in.
it.
To sleep in.
No, I mean I have several times. Right now it's downstairs, got beer on it. But
Oh, nice.
because
I wanted
I
to have
knew
beer on
like
it.
that was something that's like, hey man, proud of you. Like once you know
Heck
this,
yeah, support, man.
well, hell yeah. Like I do not like watching Brandon and his fighting. I never really got into the UFC until our relationship, and I'm like, I'm gonna support you. I'll watch your fights,
Right.
and I would tell him stuff like, hey man, that last fight.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah, well, I would. Well,
Should have swept the
I never
leg
tell him
more.
one fight, and this is one of those last couple fights. Is like, I told him it's like, man, it's like I've seen you hit. I said maybe you should come out the gate, just hit him a little harder. And he's like,
Yeah.
all right, like all right. But that was just like because I'm like trying to figure it out. Like,
Right.
I'm like watching this, because I talk to him all day long, and it's like he's eating healthy. He's not eating McDonald's like me. He's
Right.
not, because I love McDonald's, guys. Like that is, you love
I
McDonald's.
haven't eaten McDonald's in like probably 6 months.
The McRib is a real thing.
Yeah, it's not real.
Hey, those guys put themselves through hell. Those UFC guys.
What are you saying?
I'm
What are you saying about
it's like created, pressed.
So how do you
Have you ever
think?
seen how it's made on the McRib?
I hadn't ate McDonald's in 4 years.
Yeah,
Really?
The fries are
Years.
delicious. The hash browns out of this world.
How many years?
Coca Cola's Coca Cola.
Won't touch it.
Sprite.
Yeah,
It's the Sprite.
When was the
from
last time you had McDonald's?
Weeks ago.
Hey, you know what? Cheers to that.
Cheers.
I mean, I had Taco Bell. Like,
Yeah, Taco
Josh,
Bell.
when was the last time you had McDonald's? Okay. Cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers.
yeah.
Yeah, Josh is a former college athlete too.
Josh, where'd you play at?
Him and I played at Gulf Coast together.
Josh, you want to come sit in the middle? Right? Yeah, the mic. Y'all go with that?
The Iceman. You're not going to take it away. I mean,
Yeah, fine.
we do whatever we want around here, man. It's our show.
They can just direct the mics like this. This is where we find out if they actually sound pretty decent.
Yeah.
How we sounding?
I don't know.
Pretty good.
Yeah, we sound good.
Give us a thumbs up.
This one's working.
Mine.
I don't know.
How we sounding?
Yeah. Y'all look great.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I played with him at Gulf Coast, Hill Park.
Yeah.
In the blue, baby. And then I did 2 years at the University of Texas at Austin. Then did a grad transfer year at Texas State University.
Damn.
Eat 'em up Bobcats, baby.
Okay.
Shout out, dude.
Is
Great.
everything bigger in Texas?
100%. 100%.
Texas football is like a big thing, right? Like they will probably they kill people for football in Texas. I heard that.
Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah.
So what y'all were talking about earlier about
Fan stuff. Hey,
yeah.
I'm sure he gets the
like the fan stuff about when you lose a game. These couch potatoes talking like they could do any better than anybody out on that field.
So that was
it's kind of crazy.
That was one thing I remember. And when MMA first came out, we were talking about the Iceman Chuck Liddell earlier.
Yeah.
And I remember going and watching those fights with Rampage, and Randy Couture and all these old school fighters.
Tito.
And there'd be these just people in the bars because it all was in pay-per-views before you could, standing in there telling the fighter what to do, and they're screaming, and it ruined it for me. It's just like, oh, put him in the arm bar. And I'm like, no, I can't do it. Too many coaches in the
Y'all be
bars.
quiet.
I'm trying to watch this. I'm trying to hear him grunt.
Yeah. Hear the skin to skin
Yeah.
contact.
No,
that is actually
what you think?
amazing. Wayne's World all the way.
Wayne's World.
If we can recreate Wayne's World, we would do it right now.
I think
I
it
feel
looks
like
good.
this is modern day Wayne's World.
Thank
All
you.
right, cool.
Man.
That's what we're going for. That's a good vibe.
Hey, Susie and Kathy, we love you.
Yeah, thanks, moms.
And Trudy, love you too. Garrett's just Mike's not working.
We'll figure it out.
We have moms. We all have moms.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to moms.
And without moms, we don't have us.
Yeah,
That's correct. Right about that.
No, 100%. It comes from your it comes from your mom.
unless you're
Female.
like the Junior movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he was the one who gave birth.
What movie was that?
Junior, I think was the name.
With
of it.
that? Oh my!
Garrett,
that really
can we get a
was.
fact check on that.
Holy shit! I forgot about that movie.
I think dudes are giving birth more often now. It's a weird world we live in these days.
But did they start that to really like promote it then? And it takes years to
Yeah,
catch
they were
up?
just desensitized
Shit.
in America for
This
this.
started everything.
So people like our parents would be okay with it once it started happening.
Okay, you're right.
Holy shit! They were promoting this way.
1994.
94. They had already planted this shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, yeah, none of y'all were born to a man, right? Okay. I didn't think so.
I don't think Dino birthed me.
Did he? Shout out.
Ask him.
Shout out, Dean. No, but it is like some weird shit now that we're seeing. We kind of have to lay that down.
We're
From
just here for it. It's a wild roller coaster. out
yeah,
there.
like
It's a
so.
wild
Did
thing.
y'all see the Balenciaga?
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
that,
let's go into that. You lead with your thoughts on that.
I'll go down the rabbit hole with that.
Let's fucking go. If we're gonna like, come on,
Yeah.
podcast.
I used to be
This is
all into the interwebbing of all that.
It's
Conspiracy
all live. Yeah,
theories?
it's all live.
But I thought that was
What's your favorite conspiracy?
they
theory?
overstepped. That is so messed
It's
up.
fucking
man.
weird.
Like, why? So I got on the Twitter thread the other day of the girl who, I guess, designed the whole shoot and the whole product and all that. And
Cut your mic just a little more angled, yeah, for a second.
and they were going through like her Instagram posts, and she's like holding like this baby in blood, and like then there's this
They're
picture of
baby
her like
eaters, bro.
holding this like weird looking meat on
And
over
her
a
name's like
plate.
Velata or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. That same one I saw.
And it was like it said like cannibal something, and she's like
she
holding this
American?
Garrett, can you
Or
find
no?
that?
I don't know.
Epstein's Island, adrenal gland. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
pull
I'll
up
go off.
the lead designer with the
Oh, no.
blood babies. Let's go
Pretty
into
dark. Sounds pretty dark.
Into the Shadows. Have you guys seen that on YouTube?
dude,
Yeah.
It's like a whole movie that explains that whole side of it all. You
I
know.
want to know more. I want to know.
I don't want to know more. I'm so over people infiltrating me with this
That's
bullshit.
basically
going
what
on
my
right now.
whole COVID experience, quarantine
just
was.
taking in information,
Literally.
force things. Like, Let
Yeah,
me tell you about Kanye and
it
Kim
was-
Kardashian. And
we
what's
were we were down the
They-
whole bad. It was.
I learned how to cut my own hair during.
Did you have one of them
COVID.
vacuum cleaner hair cutters? They're real.
Yeah,
I need one.
Brent has one. He was telling me about.
I haven't.
Who?
I
Brent
haven't.
Caldwell.
I haven't gotten a haircut since before COVID.
Oh, Brent Caldwell. Shut up.
It's
Brent.
not a real photo. They say
What's that? This one?
the blood one.
I'm pretty good at Photoshop. Let me check it out.
They have apps now that can tell if it's been photoshopped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I will say we didn't land on the moon.
Don't think.
Nope.
That's okay. So they're going back, right? They just sent. I just saw something about a
Oh,
spaceship.
let's get, Josh.
I was gonna say that's. I don't 100% believe it, but that's one of my favorite ones to talk shit about. Honestly, can we cuss on here?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that you can talk shit on is the moon landing, that it being fake. That's one of my favorite ones. To
So you
go
don't
into.
think Disney did it?
Oh, Disney's done a lot. Disney's done.
Disney
a
owns
lot.
our entire world, basically, of
It's-
entertainment.
It's Disney and Amazon. That's
So
what's,
what side-
that's
what
what runs
side-
the world.
What side are you on? That we did land or not land?
It's fun to talk about that we didn't land, but I like to think that we did land, that we actually have.
So you're saying the
achieved-
flag was real?
Yeah, at
Of
least.
course.
How about the shoe
The
marks?
ripples. The
about
ripples
the-
are real in the flag. It's
How
a
about the-
vacuum of space.
How about the flag moving?
Yeah.
The ripples.
I think
Do you think it was a race to get there first?
Well, I mean, if you think back
for
on it,
sure,
it's-
especially
it's-
back
it's a
in the Cold
space-
War.
It's a space race. Like it makes sense. And how come, with all the technology that we have now, how can you not have a picture or something from now showing the flag or where it's at?
Well, I would
Like,
say
why
it,
haven't we gone back?
they're
Why
supposed
haven't
to
we
be
gone back? There's
preparing.
that's
to
a
go
big
back
one.
right now.
yeah. So can we get first off? Can we get into why when the pandemic hit, the first thing we thought about was buying toilet paper?
Right?
Let's talk about that.
I thought that was so crazy.
It's a
We were-
necessity, man.
People need to wipe that ass.
Dude, we were in Destin when that whole thing started for spring break.
That's when it started.
Dude, we were like, oh hell yeah, like
Patient zero over
we
there.
were just like, that was before
Hey,
they
it
were
all-
shitting on everyone for going on
Hey
spring
Tyler,
break.
it all started with that pond I jumped in.
Probably so, and the fire extinguisher. We'll get into that later, but so we all got the message from school saying like the next week of school was canceled.
We're on spring break, so we're like,
oh,
2
fuck
weeks,
yeah.
man.
You know what
No
I mean? Yeah,
football,
and
we're
then,
about to-
like
we're just about to party here. Oh,
just
all
kept
month.
pushing back and pushing back and pushing back, and then we were like, oh fuck, gotta go get some toilet paper.
Yo, shit, I went to Home Depot and I bought I only bought like 24 pack.
Single ply, double ply. What we
Well, the
talking here?
It was one ply because I was at Home Depot and this guy was like, hey, this older fellow, like kind of like a greeter at Walmart, super nice guy. And I was just going to get some cleaning supplies. He's like, hey, man, he's like, I was checking out with no toilet paper. And I didn't know this was going on. He's like, hey, little man, you should grab some toilet paper. Dude's like, I was like,
Called you little man?
well, he could have called me son. He called me son. He said son, so son.
Son.
I think it was son.
Okay.
But no, the way he talked, he's like 60, 70. He was just,
Yeah, any old guy like that can call you son.
yeah, but he was
Probably
like,
been in a war.
and I was like, what are you talking about? And I called Emily. She's like, yeah, there's like toilet paper thing. I start looking up on my phone. It's like people are out of toilet paper. And I'm like, this is getting
How do you guys take in your news? Are you get notifications on your phone? Is it like
Twitter.
Twitter? Are
I'm
you
a big,
are you big,
I'm a big
on Twitter?
Big Twitter
So I'm
guy.
back on Twitter. I've never been off of Twitter, but now that Musk is a Twitter, I check it probably more than I've ever checked it.
So what, how
It's a
much
shit
toilet
show
paper did
every
you
day.
buy?
None.
I
None.
don't think
I
we
got-
did either.
I got people for that.
I wasn't big on
I'm
buying
just
toilet
like,
paper
yeah.
either.
But I bought a 24 pack.
Normal
And
amount.
I still got it.
maybe?
No, it's one ply. Still in the garage.
Damn,
It's horrible.
not even worth using.
But I seen this lady that had, like, she literally had, I would say, $500 worth of toilet paper.
That's probably because somebody went on Twitter and was like, "Oh my god, we need toilet paper," and then ding 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 ding.
Oh,
it just
yeah.
starts to flood and
See like all the videos
starts
of people
trending.
running with it, you know.
And,
It's a
and you say that, but
piece of chaos, you know.
But it did have a thing where the city called me and was like, we got to shut your mattress store down. That was a real thing. That was beyond, like, that was like, they called me and they're like, hey, you can't have your business up. And I was like, this is weird as shit. Like, it's shutting down your business. That's some weird shit. They call you like, you can't open your business.
I
yeah.
don't like being told what to do by anybody.
But
ever.
they would do it. Like, you
Really?
still, you'd have to do it. Like, at the
Right.
time, I'm serious. Like, Tom, they come in, just like I was telling you about the inventory there. I mean, they have, if you have a business, inventory. Like, you have a tax on your inventory. So they go in, you have to pay a
Remember
month.
this. life lesson shit.
Yeah, you have to,
Ugh.
so they have like a team. Like
The men.
if you open a business, it's way more than just open a business. You got to have like there is tax on everything.
So
Socks.
let's talk about music.
Sock tax.
Are you writing your own songs?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. How many you got? Originals you got?
probably close to 20.
And when are we starting to lay them down on
Uh,
recording?
got 2 coming out soon. I just got to kind of get a handle on artwork, and I got
Oh
to.
man,
So
you draw your own stuff like stick
I
figures. Or
use, I should just do
the
stick
S,
figures.
you know, with the 3 lines. and-
Yeah. I one time I reached out to somebody and they did the Savannah cover, and then I just kind of made the one for our most recent one, New Orleans, on like Canva.
I love New Orleans.
I just picked.
That's
we about to
dope.
play New Orleans?
That's dope.
Play it right now. It's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, who've been
Let's
watching
do
the
it.
show,
I'll sing it. I have no voice, but I love that dance.
Grab that guitar.
Tyler did the intro video for us. Shit, it was probably a year ago now at this point.
Oh yeah.
And it was Savannah.
Hey, Josh, can you grab some ice, beers, whatever? Do y'all need
Josh,
ice? Or
Ice
no?
Man.
And then let's get the thing set up. Good time, though, guys. If you're watching this, if you got to take a pee, go pee. If you're on the toilet
Yeah.
watching us now or listen to us,
Take a break.
give us about
So,
1
you know,
minute.
5-minute
45
break.
second setup.
Oh, as long as it takes.
What kind of sword you got in there?
What does it? Is it a gun?
It's really a gun case.
It's like the Desperado movies with Antonio Banderas.
Did you like that movie?
I love that movie. There
It
was
was-
3 of them.
So
Yeah,
I
had the
like
guitars and
one
the
was
guns were in the
one was
guitars.
deep, but like it started going.
It's got your name and phone number on the back of it, like a dog collar on the bottom right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
dope.
right. Actually, hold on. When I get back to this mic, yeah, you can take that for me. So my pre-K teacher saw me in the guitar shop, and she bought me that case and got that thing that little label put on there with my name.
Your pre-K teacher.
Yeah.
That's sick.
She must be really proud of you.
Yeah.
Did y'all have
hope
one?
so.
Did y'all have one of those weird teacher-student relationships going on? And you just buying. You go
Too
broke
young.
buying all your kids' guitar cases. I think,
Right.
That's super nice, though, man. What,
Yeah.
what a thoughtful gift. That just means that you mean a lot to people. So I'm expecting a lot out of this music.
Hey,
Is this New Orleans?
hold on, Chase. Wimbro says Justin Hulett is stupid.
What'd he say? Hey, you know what I say? Fuck Chase. He ain't gonna see me right now outside.
Oh,
Text
no.
him. Just call him out.
I've been texting him.
Oh, ouch.
He knows
Sorry.
where I'm
Is
at.
that your friend that has a tramp stamp?
He does have a tramp stamp, and he's out with the clap right now.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, nice.
All right. The key of E. I don't know.
You want another salivate? Very good.
I'm good. I got some right
I think
there.
it caught you quick.
Elevated. Elevated to the max.
Another sponsor?
Yeah.
Shout out to Steve. We love you.
Yeah. How's that sound, Garrett? Good? Yeah. Tyler Flathau, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, mama, I came home with another sick burn on my hand. You know what the streets of New Orleans do to a man. Got in a fight, talked to some whores, opened up and slammed some doors. That ain't what I'm singing for. Fell in love with a girl dancing on a pole down in New Orleans. 15 minutes before the bouncer made me and my buddies leave. Using older brothers' fake IDs and grenades. Say la vie. I found the woman of my dreams down in New Orleans.
Can't make this shit up.
Definitely can't do that. I feel like this is my life lesson. That night, me and my buddies didn't miss a beat. Hitting every single bar on Bourbon Street. And I remember the first time I laid eyes on you. It was around the same time I started falling for you too. Fell in love with a girl dancing on a pole down in New Orleans. 15 minutes before the bouncer made me and my buddies leave. Using older brother's spare got these hand grenades. They say la vie. I found the woman of my dream. Down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. I'm from Mississippi, all my love to thee. There's still a piece of my heart on Bourbon Street. Fell in love with a girl dancing on a pole down in New Orleans. 15 minutes before the bouncer made me and my buddies leave. Using older brother's spare got these hand grenades and cocaine. I found the woman of my dreams. Down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. Oh, down in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Bravo,
Holy
bro.
shit.
Thanks, guys.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Hey, Garrett, we got a guest downstairs. Brandon's downstairs. You want to come let him in?
Josh, can you get him?
Yeah.
Iceman.
Hey, lock that
Nice
door back.
man. Dude, all right. So how long did that take you to come up with
I don't know. That's
start to
fucking
finish,
amazing.
writing all the
We
words?
all fell in love with the stripper in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Too many times.
Pretty relatable topic here.
Here, pull your mic back. Take your mic
yeah,
back in.
sorry.
I can definitely relate to that.
Dude, you hit spots that that's spots.
That's
problem
glad I
was-
did.
At the end of it, you told them where you're from. You never supposed to tell the strippers where you're
Right,
from.
I know.
man.
That was the one
Keep
little
them
hiccup.
guessing. Keep them guessing. Always.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm amazed at the talent here, dude.
Thanks,
I
man.
think the passion, the screens.
How about this? though? We do need to spend more money on Polaroids because they're way
Yeah.
too expensive.
Justin, are you gonna play a song next? Or
Yeah.
now, Tyler, whenever you were in school, tell me that you took the guitar and had fun with your boys.
Oh yeah,
And
I would.
y'all would come up with songs and stuff.
Yeah,
and
literally, we
that's what we did too. And I would play around for fun.
It's a rite of passage. I
Yeah.
feel like.
So, are any of those ever inspired anything in the future, or have anything that you've done?
Tally's here.
There was one song. There was a girl that I used to talk to that she'd claim she was pretty big into Jesus and all that, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but the way she acted completely negated the whole thing.
Yeah, it was a show.
Hypocrite.
So yeah, she's very hypocritical, and so I kind of started writing almost like a punk, angry, like angsty song, and then we would just kind of first few lines we'd go off that and just kind of go off that, but we would just do basic songs, chords, and then sing to like make up lyrics going
Yeah,
on.
that's
with
fun.
It's so
Me
fun.
and Gary used to do that all
Keeps
the
you
time.
creative, too. Also, different. It's not really a flow,
It's
but a cadence.
freestyle almost,
Yeah,
what can you come up with on the fly?
right.
Now,
And some of it does stick.
Do you look for rhymes and just when you're writing, or do you look for things? I don't know. There's a few different ways to do it now.
I will sacrifice a rhyme to make a point.
Okay, I like that.
You know what I
That's
mean?
dope. I like that.
Can't. If it's just about rhyming, there's no.
I feel like you write a story.
Yeah, I try to
Well,
make it
that's what
rhyme.
it
Don't get me
sounds like.
wrong, but like if I can't make it rhyme, I'll just use a different
Prove the
word,
point,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, prove the point.
I like that.
Make
a lot.
the point.
Make
You know, I don't know. It's
So you got a band now.
yeah,
It's
finally,
you,
man.
It's how many guys are you with?
Four. We got a 4-piece.
A 4-piece.
yeah.
Okay. What's the name of it all?
We are Tyler Flathau and the Forgotten Few.
I like that.
It kind of the idea behind the name came from basically every musician in my band was a musician that always got overlooked or like they weren't being asked to play places or be a part of stuff, and that's how I was. Like I feel like it's gotten a lot better now, but when we first, you kind of have that feeling when you first start anything. But as we moved into it, I kind of realized like we're the outskirts of this whole interwebbing of the Hattiesburg music scene, and we just kind of would get overlooked the whole time. So we all kind of formed a group. My bass player now, me and him probably we did like duo acoustic shows for probably a year and a half.
That's how you have to eat that way.
Right. I mean, you got to pay your dues. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And
who paved the way for you? I mean, who did you take in inspiration from?
Let me just.
I was by myself.
Yeah, can I say that? Because like you said, like when you take on a big thing, like fake it till you make it. I mean,
Right.
remember like my first photography jobs, like shit. I got hired, and I throw a price out there, and I got hired.
Right. Exactly. I mean, that's
I mean,
kind of how it works. And
I mean,
you learned a lot on the first one, that's for sure.
no shit. You just
Dude,
get
I
me like,
sang.
you're paying me. You're doing this.
Everybody in the crowd told me I sang like I was in Fast Forward my first gig because I
Really?
was so nervous. I'd
One
never
and a half
done-
speed.
Just like,
dude.
Do you sweat? Do you sweat? When
Oh,
Oh
dude.
hell, dude.
they all tell me I stink. Like everybody in the band, the running joke is like I smell like shit.
I just
Basically,
need some Axe body spray, bro. Put it in that-
dude, I got
put
the
it in that
degree
sweet-
deodorant, man. I finally switched off musty Speed Stick.
Oh,
I'm
no.
never using Speed Stick again.
No.
So you've never done the green deodorant 2-pack?
No, that's what I had.
Okay, that's what.
Until I got done with the 2-pack, I was like, I bought it. I got to use it. You know?
Yeah.
Now I got the degree, moved up in the ranks.
But no, it's one of the things where if you get an opportunity, your first gig, any opportunity, you take it and you run with it.
Right. That's for sure.
I mean,
Exactly. That's
it's all together. Everything's together on Justin. This is like we're talking like you get an opportunity, you take what you got, and you put up and you do that. Like with music, you're like, shit. Do you want to book me? Hell yeah.
Yeah, but
right.
where I related to it was the Forgotten Few, and he's talking about all of his band members being guys that were overlooked, all this stuff.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I resorted back to football, man. Like just overlooked, always, just an underdog, and we like being underdogs because we
I
always
do.
have.
No doubt. No doubt.
We love an underdog.
So there's a camp.
Like
Under promise,
How
over
many-
deliver.
the crew.
before that, like you don't even know. It's like before him writing music, has been an underdog, and I know that.
Yeah. It was always an uphill battle for me with football and stuff like that. So
That's awesome.
never got
Damn, that's actually
Overcoming
never got
adversity.
the upper hand with that.
and having your boy respect, like
yeah,
be on your side.
that's for sure. Because
I have we have ours, and it goes.
That was
you
the
always,
thing.
yeah. Find your boys. Find your circle.
when I saw his ass on that field for that first time, bro, I lost my shit because like he was basically the same position as me, like consistent, athletic, always there, always on time, always trying to get better, but they're gonna go with the money every time.
Yeah.
It's nothing
Yeah.
personal in a way, but like my whole idea is like, why would you not play the best player regardless of who, I mean, like you want to win. I get the whole money aspect. You have them on scholarship, but like we,
Yeah.
I can
Politics
dig
is
into
That's a whole
everywhere.
nother
you know?
podcast right there.
Politics is everything now.
But yeah, so
Podcast.
like when I finally saw him get on the field and just work, you know what I mean? Like show everybody that like, hey, he kind of put like a whole damper on the whole idea of it all, So not a damper, like they opened everyone's mind that hey, maybe the kid below the starter when the starter's not doing hot, put him in, and then like Justin shined and
Let them ball.
that man on coverage. Are you kidding me? That's what I would have put him in, even if he couldn't snap. I'd just be like, fling it back there, go cover down the field, hit somebody hard, But
Back to
you
the
got
concussion
speed, bro.
days.
that
That's why I said
man-
he was the fastest guy on the team.
Nah,
yeah, I don't know about
Yeah,
Yeah,
still
we
take
had
those
some fast
boys.
guys. Man.
there were some dogs, man. We had Quez Watkins, and we were in a 4-2.
All right, so anybody you guys play with that's playing in the league right now?
Yeah, we just Quez.
Quez, he's playing for the Eagles.
Shout
Dude,
out.
the Eagles are raw right now.
Yeah, we
We're
got
playing. We're playing
a couple
some good ball.
DBs.
Hey, shout out,
Cornell, Armstrong.
shout out Quest. I bet on him last game and he came through.
Oh yeah, nice. Back to
I
that.
bet on him like
Yeah.
every game just because I want to bet on him. 'cause he's
But
my
if y'all
dude.
go into it though, like, is that like besides the discipline and being around your friends though, what's football is what you really wanted to play? Like y'all's
100%, yeah.
I was a little split. I was more soccer. Dude,
but it was never like, soccer still for us in the United States is growing, but it's never been developed the way
no.
football is.
I was told to go play baseball, but my heart wasn't in it, and I didn't want to do it. I wanted to.
You should have played
football.
hockey.
I never did anything.
You
else,
should have
but-
played hockey like you're.
You can't play hockey down here. Right?
But that's where it comes back. What I'm saying about like there's this certain area where it's like it comes down to marketing, budget, money
Right.
when you go to the big league. Like,
100%.
is Chevy going to pay for or an ad for the NFL, which they do, or Verizon? You see all this stuff. It's advertisement dollars. You could take like I love arena football.
Oh yeah.
Like if you ask me my shit,
Dude, we saw the Fire Dogs. Did you
Yeah.
guys see the Fire Dogs? back in the
Fire
day?
dog.
I never seen him, but I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I'll tell you
man,
right now though,
huge.
I had a coach who played for him.
Really?
if Chevy put marketing dollars or Verizon or these big companies put the same money they put in the NFL, put them into arena football, it fucking hit hard because they'd have enough money for marketing to spread out to the whole
Right.
world, and you would see a different character. So everybody's goal.
XFL tried
You go
to do it.
NFL,
They're
NBA,
back.
NHL.
XFL's back. USFL's back. I love the concept. I love what they're doing.
They're
I
only
love,
playing at like one stadium.
I love a minor
Really?
league.
Yeah, it's weird.
I love a minor league football.
Because JUCO.
Yeah, because JUCO.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
but but I'm
gave
saying
them an opportunity.
so I don't get in the sports, but I go into the marketing aspect of things. So it's like if these big campaigns that you see, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, if they put the same dollars they put in the NFL and they put it into arena football or Seawolves,
Right.
Seawolves are back.
and they're back, but you would see
Maybe you should
you
go
would
play
see
for the
the
Seawolves
more
now.
money dumped into the whole
Right.
sport
No, for sure.
and merch and players. You just build this one thing. It's like while they're doing better in college, now y'all get a grip. Now y'all get a check.
right.
Put your work, what I mean?
Some people do, not everybody, right?
But it's going to eventually turn
It's not
into
like
just
a
where college
salary.
football is like.
the Celevate's probably got some athletes, right?
Yeah, we have a bunch of athletes.
Okay,
All over the place.
all over. How like all 50 states, all over the place? Or-
No, we probably have like a total of just athlete wise, 20 something.
How many of those athletes do you think have multiple deals?
Probably over half.
That's banking right there. Like I remember being in school struggling, and if you just had any relief at that point,
Right.
awesome, like-
Anything.
So I mean, there's a different breed, there's a different game coming up, like
Oh, for sure.
but it's always gonna follow the money, no matter what. That's
My
the
ass is
world
going
we
to
live in.
continue to follow the amateur though, like
Yeah.
that's not the amateur player.
Underdog.
Yeah, so I'm always going to go into
The
this
beer man.
Yeah,
Do you remember Michael
Always,
Lewis
huh?
for the Saints? He walked on and he delivered beer for Budweiser.
Yeah.
And they did like an open trial.
was that
He
George
was a kick
Ho?
return guy. No,
Oh.
Michael Lewis. He returned.
Really?
Yeah, he had like probably 20 touchdowns. I don't,
No
I don't-
way.
yeah, return. That's back in the day whenever they used to, I guess, return kicks for touchdowns. But he played for probably 5 or 6 years, and he was
That's
just he was
nuts.
overlooked. I mean, he was a beer guy, and everybody's like, "Man, you're fast. You should go try out." Anyway, yeah.
Do you
That
think
happens.
in sports though, if you like, which the experience of sports, but like where you get the next level, to me, NFL is like college is still school to me.
Yeah.
Like in sports, still school, and then the graduation, like that on to the next level is the NFL, how they play it out.
Right.
Fire Dogs come back.
Bring
I
back
want to see
Fire
fucking
Dogs.
flames, like because that's what I'm more entertained with that. Like,
I want to know when your next show's at. And come see you play.
because Justin,
I gotta look that up.
are you,
Yeah,
Right
you
in my
need to look that
calendar.
up. Oh, man.
if somebody hits you up right now, right now, arena football, if Biloxi had arena football, would you play?
100%. Probably so.
And I'd be there fucking watching it,
I'd be
having
there,
pictures,
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
having a
It'd be a
fucking
bloodbath.
having a fucking ball. You know what I mean? Like, but like, I want sponsors to be there because that's what our we're getting more entertained until
I'd
like,
rather be on the sidelines with the microphone interviewing you guys after each
oh
play.
shit,
It was we had an arena league or arena team in Hattiesburg.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually
but
played.
nobody
halftime.
shows up.
We
Had a
played
buddy
the
who brought
halftime show and our speakers blew.
Oh no. Was
We
it
should
your
do
It was
speakers?
probably- yeah.
Or was it the
It was
venue
mine.
Oh no. That's even
we had
worse.
one
It's an expensive
EV.
gig.
We had one EV like monitor.
Should have called Daniel Lozada in the game.
I know.
I
I wish I
probably
would have
could've
known
heard
by
So Jeff at Ground Zero, he's the bar manager. They have a Gulf Coast He sent me their contact, but there's a Gulf Coast women's professional football league.
I saw that.
Really?
And Gulfport.
I've seen them practice and stuff.
Yeah, so I got their phone number. I'm gonna reach out to them and I want to have them on the show. And girls,
That'd be cool.
I really would love to have you on the show. I mean,
reach
Jeff
out.
has been really cool, but like I really would love to see, because like he showed me, it was like, Jordan, it's not like a gimmick. They really love the sport. And I was like, oh shit, I'd love to have them on the show. It's like, well, I'm gonna get you in contact. And they actually, I think they're out of Jackson or Hattiesburg. Like they're
out of Hattiesburg, I think.
601.
Yeah.
Get that fucked up.
We're all about the passion. We want to put,
But I want them
on.
on. I fucking want them girls on.
Hell yeah.
Like, come on.
They deserve to
And
be
then no,
on.
they're like, it's like, you ever seen
Love
the
it, dude.
Little Giants?
Yeah.
That's what they fuck. They're like the Cowboys.
They don't
It's like
do it for
Freezer
the
comes out of
money, they don't
nowhere.
do it for any of that. They love it.
I mean, in order to get out there and get jarred around and hit, it's a passion. Like,
Yeah, you have to
like,
love it.
You gotta love it. I remember there was kids that slowly got weeded out as I was coming up that didn't love it, and they were, softer. And I think football is leaning towards that. I watch it now, and it's not the same sport
No.
that I grew up playing.
Dude, we had how many people would quit the first 2 weeks?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A
Yeah,
lot
and
still.
30,
yeah.
like 20 something.
people that think they want to play, but they didn't really quite, know.
We had somebody quit the first day in the middle of practice.
That's how you separate the men from the boys.
Don't let the door
the
hit you on
coaches,
way
the
out.
coaches
receiver.
probably took pride in that.
It was
so.
a wide receiver. He was like,
Yeah,
he was
they
like,
did
man,
good.
He's like, man, this ain't for me. I was cracking up.
It's crazy though. They just like, I've never had that in me to just.
Just up and quit. No,
That's
yeah.
like, I'll see these guys like. We actually had. I'm not gonna name drop, but we had a guy at Gulf Coast who's in the league now. He quit during mat drills
really.
and was like, "I'm done with this shit. Like, fuck y'all." Like,
Can you
And he's
explain?
in the-
Can you
and he's in the
explain
league
mat
now.
drills for listeners?
Oh,
so
my
mat
God.
drills is like spring workouts early, like 5 a.m. in the
Do
morning.
they still make you go to the gym that was closed down on campus and do like the 3 days practices?
Mm-mm.
You have your own gym.
Okay.
Private, buddy.
We had to go to I can't remember what it was called, but it was closed down gym on campus, like no air conditioning at all. We had to go in there and run. It was
Yeah.
absolutely miserable.
the
I was
torture
there,
chamber.
I was there when Coach Campbell was there, and like,
Oh, really?
Yeah. He
Okay.
would just dog us out and like that. People quit there.
So after Coach, so I had Coach Huff. He was after Campbell.
yeah, he was there. when
He
I
was
first
there. I was
started.
about to say he was probably there when you and Coach Davis.
Yep, both of them.
Coach Davis is the man.
Yeah,
I,
he was on our. He was
Yeah, can we find Coach Davis?
dorm supervisor. Like he lived there on campus in our dorm rooms. Then whenever we were there.
really?
Yeah. It was pretty
Are
fun.
they still going now?
Last time I saw about Coach Davis, he was at Stetson coaching still. Coach Huff.
I mean, it's one of those things. Have you guys ever thought about coaching? I mean,
I did, but not.
Wow.
so we did Brittany Reese.
I thought I wanted to coach until I got into
He's
college.
there he is,
Yep.
the man.
Until you shook 'em.
He
Yep,
showed
there
up
he
to
is.
one of my gigs in Hattiesburg and didn't tell me, and then
Oh, that's
He
awesome.
like gave
That's
me a
good. That's
hug.
good.
You
That's
know,
good.
like,
That's
it was.
That's-
I almost
shout out.
cried. Like
Yeah.
he was like the man that kind of molded me into, when you're 18 and you first get to school, like you're kind of a shithead, and he,
Man,
both of us.
Don't really know
He-
what's going on.
He took us kind of under his
too. We
his
did
wing. I mean, he was kind of like, the old funny, mean coach, but he really cared. He was one of the few that
Oh, absolutely.
you knew that I like that. Not at that staff. Most of that staff really did care, but past that,
That's why they're a great
once
team. They've
once
always
it
been
gets past JUCO, I feel like it just the whole mentality.
I will say
Oh,
respectful.
it turns from a passion to a business.
Yeah,
And-
if you're
and-
trying to keep your
and
job,
you see that.
it's just like and it,
But think about coaches though. Think about the fact that their job is to coach y'all.
Right.
Right. They really want to do it, love it.
Yeah.
It's their thing. That's
Well,
what
they want to win. I coached Little League football, and I felt like I was playing Madden with real people. And like I remember going to the draft, and I'm getting this kid because it's like, oh, he's big, he's gonna be able to block people,
draft.
or he's fast, and it was actually fun. And we did all right.
That's
But I remember the mentality of it. I didn't have any kids, and I'm trying to be as strategic as I can.
Yeah, we gotta
Like,
clip
for real.
this.
Like we're playing. I gotta get this wide receiver in because this DB's slow. Over here. Or he's out in La La Land. He's not paying attention. And I mean, it was all but having the controller in your hand.
I love that.
But like I was saying, so Brittany Reese, we did the podcast with her, and I was talking to her, and I was just like, what's your plan? And she was like, Matthew, we've had so much training. I've been trained so much. I have to give this back to somebody. I've got to pass this along. She's like, I would feel so guilty if I didn't. And I respected her so much from that. You know, and maybe
She's a beast.
Yeah, absolutely. No
she's-
doubt. She's a perk. She's a bulldog.
I know, in the
Uh,
blue,
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Legend.
whenever
Legend.
we were there, these kids that I was coaching, they were young. So like I'm like, good 3-point stance, and they're like, huh? And I'm like, okay, maybe that's the wrong age. But you know, I've been out of it for so long, but I feel like that's, you know, always something I would like to do to give back. So I feel like the door's still open there at some point. Maybe not high school football, but back to
Fuck this. We're gonna make enough money where we have our own football team.
Yeah, we're gonna have our own indoor arena.
We're gonna have a football team with NFL.
Justin's gonna be our kick returner.
Not a chance.
No, not a chance.
All
All
right,
right, Tyler, give us another song, dude. What else you got? Let's hear something. You got something? You pick.
Let's see. This is a good fucking show.
Let's get a let's get a new one you hadn't put.
Josh,
out
are you
there
on
yet.
Tinder right now?
You swiping right? Snapchat. All right, keep it real.
What's your points?
Hashtag
What's your point?
Snap score.
Oh, score. Sorry, I don't get on Snapchat. I don't get on any.
Ooh,
700K.
K.
I don't have.
Man, you got some followers, dude. Were you the prom king whenever you at Perk or what? Yeah, they're just basic, old simple guy.
I'm gonna make you a hat. I'm gonna make you a hat tonight, Josh. I'll make you a dope ass hat tonight. Yeah. It's gonna have 7K cross your beer. 700K cross your beer hat. You're gonna have the only limited edition. Yeah. No. Fucking do it. You only live once. You see my son. Gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. Huh?
He said he takes after his dad.
Oh well.
This one's called Wanted Man. It's going to be released pretty soon.
All right,
I like
all right.
it.
This is my stepbrother, Adam Levenway, Allstate. Shout out to Allstate.
Shout out Allstate.
He did the one that cut my hair at Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah?
It's him. He's hotty toddy.
No way.
Yeah. No, he's cool as fuck. He has 2 Allstates in Metairie, New Orleans.
Heck yeah.
And he's moving to Gulfport. So,
Nice.
but he is fucking literally it's a 2-hour hair. No, he cuts. It was amazing. We did Thanksgiving and on the back of the pier. It is actually amazing. I had sex tonight because of this haircut.
Nice.
Before y'all got here,
Nice. Wanted man.
the hair, like she goes, "Oh, you look good."
A wanted man.
Shout out to Adam Levenway.
All right, here we go. Wanted Man, be out. I got to figure out the artwork and then it'll be out. So I hope y'all enjoy it. It's kind of like a murder ballad.
I like it.
Better off dead than loving me. I'm breaking your heart piece by piece. I can't help it, it's in my blood. I can't help, I was born to run. Oh, darling, I'm a wanted man. 'Cause it's me and the devil's on my shoulder. Still trying to figure out which one's less bad. And I'll take that to the grave with me, 'cause the grave is all I have. Oh, darling, I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man. Another one down outside of Jackson. Safe to say, you won't be coming back. Step outside, bloodshot eyes. Can't stop looking from side to side. Oh, darling, I'm a wanted man, yeah. 'Cause it's me and the devil's on my shoulder. Still trying to figure out which one's less bad. And I'll take that to the grave with me, 'cause the grave is all I have. Oh, darling, I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man. It's me and the devil's on my shoulder. Still trying to figure out which one's less bad, yeah. And I'll take that to the grave with me. It's the grave is all I have. Oh, darling, I'm a wanted man. Oh, baby, I'm a wanted man, yeah. Oh, darling, I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man. Oh, yeah. I'm a wanted man. All right.
So dope.
And guys, guess what? That is a fucking
Sweat.
good night to y'all. We're
Yeah.
gonna go green screen some shit and hang out.
Yeah.
And let me little shout out to Cheers, everybody.
Tell them where they can
Cheers,
find
folks.
you on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff.
Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff.
Tally, you get in here, you're newly married, get in here and you fucking cheers in there. You cheers with us.
There we go. Spotify right there, and then Tyler Flathau. Oh, what a dapper picture! Right
Look
there.
at you guys.
Oh,
Guys look
wow.
handsome, man. So,
Young,
All right.
youngins right there.
So our first, but before we let this go, the little snippet. Our first stream we did when Justin left the show, we got Tyler to do his Savannah,
oh yeah,
and he did our intro for a while. And we're gonna be in the works with some new shit. So,
So
yeah,
honored.
yeah. So y'all
Stay
tune
tuned.
in. See y'all next
and
time.
if you need insurance, you know us.
Yeah. See y'all later.
Peace.
Just celebrate.